everybody. Selling Lifestyles in Southwestern Ontario with your hosts, Amanda Morera and Jill Howe, the lovely Jill Howe. How you doing today, Jill?
I am so good, Amanda. Welcome back. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm great as well. Thank you. Really good.
Amazing, amazing. So, Amanda, I loved that last interview we did with real estate lawyer Sebastian.
Yeah, he was incredible. When I first met him, I was like, wow, you love what you do. You're passionate. It shows in your communication. And he was a great speaker. Like he's chatty.
He has the gift. I don't want to say the gift of gab because that puts a negative connotation on it, but he has this charisma. He has this charisma about him that's just awesome. And he's so full of knowledge. So, guys, if you missed that episode, go back, check it out because he provided so much great real estate information from a lawyer standpoint. It was fabulous. And he was really entertaining to listen to.
Yeah, my favorite thing is the way that he starts his relationships with the clients, being able to just give that phone call and say, "Hey, this is how it's going to go down," and he's able to establish like what will their needs be. Have they done this a ton of times, or do they need a lot more? Maybe a meeting to understand the whole process. I think that's great and not something that a lot of lawyers do. So really
No,
awesome.
I thought that was awesome too. I loved that he makes that first initial contact. It's awesome.
It really is. So, all right, what do we got going on today?
You know what? Why don't we do something super fun? Oh, why don't we share inside of our area? So me, Chatham-Kent, you, London, Middlesex, Elgin, our favorite spots to visit, just in case anybody's watching us from outside of our areas when they come visit, where they need to go, what they need to check out.
Yeah, I love that. So mine, I feel like has changed so much, especially having like such young kids, and where we frequent is quite different than before we had kids. And even now that my youngest is 4, so even what we're doing is changing a little bit. But yeah, I'll start off with a couple favorite things. So, a spot that we frequent, and we were just there on Friday actually, is we have the Delaware Speedway,
Tell
which,
me more. Tell me more.
yeah. So, my boys are big car lovers. And so it's just a racetrack, and they've got, you know what? I'm not very great. I should have had Phil on the podcast because I'm not very great at knowing the terms and what level, but there's like I think amateur and then a little bit higher up. They look like more professional cars that race a little bit later. They do different derbies and different fun events like Thanksgiving. You get to go on and like do like a pumpkin smash, and all throughout the season they do different events. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. It's very affordable for families to go. They've got student discounts and senior discounts, and just fun. You bring your lawn chair and you just go and watch these cars race, and there's lots of room for kids to run around. Like my 4-year-old, if he's restless and or if it's in between races, there's lots of room for him to go and play. And it's a great place for families. So that's something that we love doing in the area. It's local, just outside of London, but close to kind of everywhere in Elgin and Middlesex.
Okay, so Delaware, is that help me out? Is that near St. Thomas or where's that at?
It is on the south side of London, southwest of London. Okay.
Southwest. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like, so you're coming out of London, Lambeth, and then you're hitting Delaware. And then you're hitting where I live, out Melbourne way. So it would be from St. Thomas, probably 20-ish minutes,
Okay.
25 minutes
It's the
maybe.
it's the opposite side of St. Thomas. It's the other way.
Yes, it
Okay.
is north of St. Thomas. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool. Well, cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. My brother-in-law, Cody, I'll give a shout out to him. He races, but he races motorcycles, but he does it somewhere near St. Thomas, the St. Thomas track. So
Okay. Yeah, I just learned that from a client actually on Monday. They were filling me in on all the different motocross race ways and training and all that. So yes, that would be different.
yep. Yeah. Oh, well, cool. Okay. Number two, where else do you live?
Another place we frequent, we go to Port Stanley Beach a lot. That's our go-to beach. and which is in Elgin, Lake Erie. And we love just being at the beach. They've got a great playground there for the kids. And we always go and get Mackey's for lunch. And there's always a huge line waiting for Mackey's. And it's just a fun day at the beach for the kids.
No, often we will, just for something different, we'll take that drive to St. Thomas too and go visit the beach over there, Port Stanley, and love visiting your TGI Fridays there too.
Yes, yes, yeah. Yeah, that's not the kids, it's not their scene, so it's been a long time since I've done that, but yeah, yeah, for sure, it's really good.
No, we usually take our kids there, but they're a little bit bigger, so
Yeah, yeah, it would be a good for sure, and the music, like, they usually have live bands and stuff, it's awesome.
yeah, super fun, super fun.
Yeah,
Okay, awesome. Yep, great beach there, absolutely. Okay, what
yeah.
else? Tell me what else.
We love like walking in parks and stuff. So Coldstream Conservation Area has a hiking trail that we take the kids to. It's a great one for the ages of my kids. One that they're able to walk themselves. I don't have to carry and stuff. It's not too tough. So they're able to go through there. So that's a great spot. We are avid park goers as well. So in Delaware, they have a playground, and it's all because of the Speedway being there. It's all car themed, which again, my boys are huge into cars. So anywhere that they get to feel like they're racing cars, they love. But we used to live like Springbank Park used to be right in our backyard, and we would be there a few times a week. Like it has great walking trails and bike trails. Lots of green space so you can bring a soccer ball or any yard game and play. They've got outdoor barbecues. So we've done it all at Springbank Park and really really love it. They have the water there, so you can walk and bike right along the Thames River. And then Storybook Gardens is there. We actually don't go as much as you would think to Storybook Gardens, but they have a little train outside that the boys absolutely love going on. Yeah, so we don't really go to Storybook Gardens much. I mean, we have, but it's not the big reason that we go to Springbank Park. Like, we just love the surroundings. We'll bring soccer ball and just have an afternoon there. We've met friend groups there and have made use of the outdoor barbecues. It's a really great park. So, and the cool thing about the parks in London, I don't know if you know this, but all of the parks connect with bike routes. So
Oh,
all the different parks in London were called the Forest City, and all the different parks you can get there through all the walking trails or bike paths through the city.
you know what? Thank you for that. I always wondered why you were called the Forest City. I had no idea why. And that makes complete sense now. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And on Storybook Gardens, no, I haven't been there in years, but I have really great memories as a child there.
Yeah, me too. Me too. We used to do family reunions in Springbank Park, and then we would all get to go and go to Storybook Garden. So we definitely go there, but not every week or anything like that. And they've got a great splash pad. It has really changed since we were kids. And the splash pad is amazing there now.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, somewhere else. What else? What else you got going on there in London?
What else do we do? Breakfast. We are big breakfast people. So
Mm.
we love trying new places, but a big go-to for us is in London. We go to Southside Grill, Exeter and Wellington, right in that corner there. And just love it's affordable, and the home fries are homemade and so good. Yeah, just really great breakfast.
Awesome. That's a good one. That's a good
Mhm.
one.
Yeah. So what about you, Jill? Chatham
Okay,
Kent.
so when I think of Chatham-Kent and how grateful I am that I live here because it is so full of nature and lakes. Water surrounds us all over the place. I always tell clients that are moving to the area that aren't from Chatham-Kent originally, we really are this beautiful little hidden gem. We have all this nature all around us. We're surrounded by lakes and all the way around us. So we have Lake Erie, where you have Erieau, which is one of my favorite places. If you haven't visited Erieau, Amanda, have you ever been?
I have, but childhood. Like I wouldn't be able to recall it really.
Oh my goodness, it's one of the quaintest, funnest little villages. It has the bay on one side, which is so awesome for boating and kayaking and water skiing and tubing and then right off of that bay we have this little island called Seagull Island where we frequently local people go and visit and bring your boats and tether your boats and go in and have a good time on this little tiny island.
Amazing.
And then on the other side of Erieau, you have Lake Erie. So you have the bay on one side, and then you have the lake on the other side. So no matter where you are in Erieau, you have water all around you, and the lake is beautiful, big, beautiful beachfront. Just really, really awesome. Really, really awesome. Great restaurants. There's this little local restaurant. Amanda, I'm going to have to take you to it. It's called Molly and O.J's. It's been open forever, family owned, and they're a fantastic family. So, actually, Amanda, you know Ashley.
I was
We-
just gonna say I feel like I know this connection. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yes, so we'll have to go visit Ashley's parents sometime. I'll take you there.
Yeah. Yeah. You've referenced it in the time that I've known you quite a few times that it's one of your favorite spots. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, and everybody locally knows Molly and OJ's, and if you don't, come check it out.
Okay.
So Erieau is definitely one of my favorite places. And then if you follow the bay around to the other side and you go over to Rondeau Provincial Park. So
Wonderful.
there is nothing better than to go out for a walk. Jed and I love to go for walks out in Rondeau. It's beautiful out there. It's full of nature. It not only has all these walking trails that you can do, but you can just walk the beach or just walk Lakeport Drive and just take in all the trees and the beautiful nature. And then Rondo also has public beach spots where you can park your car and just walk to the beach for free and not even pay to get into the provincial park. So that's really awesome too. So we'll have to head out there sometime as well.
Yeah, I would love to see it. I spent quite a bit of time Mitchell's Bay area growing up. My dad would we would take our boat over there. So not quite where you're talking, but still Chatham Kent.
100%. That was going to be my third place. So then you move over to the north side at Erieau, Rondeau. That's the south side of Chatham-Kent. So then you go
Okay.
to the north side, kind of northwest side of Chatham-Kent. Then you're in Mitchell's Bay, which is another great spot. And the waters, and you probably remember this as a kid, are so crystal clear out there. They're just beautiful too, and another great spot. So
Yes.
anybody that loves any kind of water sports or water activities or fishing, boating, any of those things, ice fishing in the winter, Chatham Kent is such a gem for that. Like we're so, so lucky to have the amount of water that we do. So no matter where you are, you're within a 20, I'm here in Blenheim. I'm like 7 minutes from Erieau, 15 minutes from Rondeau, 25 minutes from Mitchell's Bay. So no matter where you are in Chatham-Kent, you have a very short drive to hit water somewhere.
Yeah. So would you say that your kids have grown up loving water? Like do you do a lot of boating, water skiing, any of those kind of things?
Yeah, and we've been so fortunate that we actually don't even own a boat, but a lot of our friends own boats. And so
Yeah.
we have been so fortunate to always been able to enjoy that, to just jump on a boat with someone, one of our friends, and go enjoy the day out there in Erieau or Rondeau.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Okay, so if you don't love water and you're not going to Chatham Kent for water, do you have any other favorite spots in the area?
There are so many great restaurants to take advantage of here in Chatham Kent. We have so many great patios, so many great spots, and they're all mostly locally owned. So they're so so fabulous. So I I couldn't even name my favorite restaurant inside of Chatham Kent. I do love Molly and OJ's, like I already mentioned. I love Centra. I love Casabella's, and all of those places do have great patios too to enjoy. Some really really great spots, restaurants inside of Chatham Kent too.
Yeah.
Mama Maria's, that's another one. So, so great. Yeah, really, really good. And then the last place that I want to note on is and Amanda, we had our banquet for our office there this past winter. But Chatham-Kent has the retro suites. And if you have not had the opportunity to stay at the retro suites or visit the retro suites, it is a really cool spot. It is a boutique hotel. It's so beautifully done. I can't even explain it. You have to experience it yourself. Every single room is themed, done to the nines, absolutely beautiful. Food is great, in a great location. It's downtown Chatham. So that is a really great spot.
Yeah, I haven't stayed there, but I have been there for a couple of our banquets, and it is really unique. Like the character in there and just their decor, what they use, a really good vibe. It's
That's a great way to put it. Very good vibe. Really, really awesome. Just,
yeah.
they sure did a great job at that place. So I do love that place too.
Yeah, is it popular? Like, do you think it's always full and the kind of go-to for the area?
Absolutely. If you're staying in Chatham-Kent, you're going to be staying there. And I've actually too had clients that were either doing large renovations on their homes or waiting for their home to be completed, a new build, and they stay for a longer term, because they not only have these beautiful rooms, but they also have these suites that are fully equipped with, a living room, bedrooms, like one or two bedrooms even, and laundry, full kitchen, fully stocked. So not only do they have rooms, but they also have these suites that people do rent as well for a really reasonable price too.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll have to take you on a tour there sometime too, because that's pretty cool too.
yeah, yeah. And is it family owned? Like it's not a chain, right? It's
So
a
it's absolutely family owned. They also do the RM car auctions on number 40 right here outside of Chatham, Kent. They also own the boutique and the restaurant, and they are opening also one in Windsor. So that's kind of cool.
oh, that is really cool. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
A place that we went back in March, yeah, for Phil's birthday. They have and I can't remember the name. They have a really great Portuguese restaurant. So my husband is Portuguese, and there's a few Portuguese in Strathroy, Tia's place, and there's a few different Portuguese restaurants in our area that he loves to go to. But um, there's one in Chatham, Kent that's a bit newer, I believe. Do you know it?
The Chatham Breakfast House.
No, no. I'll reference it in our description for YouTube. But anyways, we went there a few months ago and it is fantastic. Really great atmosphere as well. Um, I'll
Is
have to
it?
ask.
Does it have a rooster on it? I feel like
Yes.
it's okay. That's it. We call it the Chatham Breakfast House, but it's got a Churrascaria. It's a Portuguese name, which I would be
Okay.
able.
He only refers to it by its Portuguese name,
Of course,
which yeah.
it's very, very good. That's another great restaurant too, right there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
thank you.
it is so good.
Yeah, thanks
So
for that shout out to them as well because they are very, very good and like you said, family owned as well. So
yeah, yeah. So
mhm.
he's been a few times with a friend, but I went for my first time a few months ago. So that's great. Well,
Oh.
I think yeah, there's some of our favorite spots. Not all of our favorite spots, or but a few that if you're looking for things to do in Chatham, Kent, Elgin, or Middlesex counties, some great spots to hit up and try out.
And I'm going to bring Amanda, and I'm sure she'll do vice versa to me too. But I'm going to bring her down to some of these spots so she can come and she can try them out and feel them out for herself and see what she thinks.
Yeah, yeah, and Erieau, especially we have a mutual client, and so yeah, I've heard a ton about it. I need to get over there and check it out. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And if any of you out there ever want more information on either Amanda's area or my area, just reach out. We're more than happy to provide you with anything you're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for watching again. We will be back next week, and we are signing off for now. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.